Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to, what are we, episode 48 on Pat's Live on Monday afternoon at 3:30. So, goodness, I'm a little bit discombobulated today. Okay, now it just says I'm live. So if you're here, let me know. This is Pat Mayer from Akron, Ohio, in the United States. I don't know if I've ever had anybody from outside the United States watch, but you never know. Oh, goodness, what are we doing today? Okay, just making sure that everything is working and you can hear me and give me a heads up or a thumbs up or whatever. All right, so this is hopefully going to be kind of short and sweet today. I've got some things going on in the house. Right now it's quiet, and we'll see how long that lasts. So what are we going to do today? Let me tell you first of all, okay, hold on, something's, okay, now we've turned blue. Okay. Flip you down onto my desktop and just remind you that today, or actually this week, is the last of the celebration promotion that has been on from August to September. So on September 30th, the opportunity to earn free merchandise from this little mini catalog through with $50 order will be gone. And then this is our actual mini catalog, but this is a little mini celebration. And I do know that the bedazzling paper is sold out. And this I'm going to talk about today, the Penguin Playmates. So I'll show you that now. This is just adorable. I believe the Feels Like Home beautifully penned designer paper are still available, as is the Peaceful Prince. Counting Sheep is available, but I do believe I heard last night that the sheep dies have sold out. Not that the Counting Sheep stamp set couldn't be used by itself. It could be. And Textures and Frames this is a great set. There's so many things to be done with this that I've not really had a chance to share on my lives. I think I did one a few weeks ago that used this. It's so versatile with just those shapes. And then the Summer Shadows dies, I believe, is also gone. Not positive. And the Delicate Dahlias. The Delicate Dahlias is a $100 purchase. And the Summer Shadows also dies. But again, I believe I heard that those were sold out. So if you're here, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't see any comments yet, but I hope nothing has messed up. I was having a little bit of an issue getting this set up. So anyway, let's move along and I'll show you what we're going to do. This is the cutest little stamp set on page 33 in the mini catalog. And this will be around through the end of December. And then beyond that, we don't know if it's something that might be carried over or brought back in the next catalog. And it's called Penguin Place. It's a bundle, or it can be separate. But the bundle gives you the Penguin Builder Punch. There, if you can see that. Good afternoon, LJ, welcome. And this cuts the little feet, the little penguin, which can be stamped and punched out. And this, I believe, I really have not had a chance to figure out what this part is for. So I think it's something that might be in the designer paper. We'll see. And then his little feet. So it's very cute. So let me get you on track with what we're going to do. And in this case, I usually wait to show you the card that I'm making until the end, but this is the one that I'm going to make today, a little bit different design. And when I said this was a fun fold with a twist, this opens this way, and you see the greeting here. It then opens this way, where you can write down here, and then it has a sentiment or a message up here. So folds up and over. And where this idea came from was from Patty Bennett, who is one of our $2 million sales achievers. And she had this on her blog, I believe, yesterday, as well as a video. So I just thought it was so clever, so cute, using one sheet of cardstock, 8.5 by 11, and then it's scored at our normal 5.5, and then also scored at 4.25, and then you cut out this one part. So again, 5.5 down, 4.25, and then cut this part out. So I'll show you on the piece that I'm going to use next how that works and goes together. It's so clever, so cool. So I said this was a fun fold with a twist because it's a little bit different. Now, I don't know if you would want to make a mass production of this, but it is fairly simple. And I'm going to show you that now. And I've also done the envelope to go with this one. And the designer paper is the part that's free with Celebration. So it's so, so cute. Then I do have one other sample to show you when I get it done. So let me get all the pieces parts here. I have already done a piece of, here we go, goes this way. So it folds up from the bottom on the right side and then folds over. So I've already done a piece of Whisper White thick, or is it basic white? Basic white thick cardstock, because it gives it a lot more stability. And on this part, you might see that it's over a little bit more than that 5.5. So when I cut that portion out, I then moved it over and just a teeny tiny bit, not even 1/8 of an inch over. And that makes it a little bit easier to fold up and also fold over, so it doesn't buckle here in the center. Okay, so this is the next step, and that's to decide what designer paper we're going to put on this. So we need a piece of designer paper on this front. We'll need one here, we'll need one here, and we'll need one here. So we need 4 pieces of designer paper that is 4 by 5.25. And I've cut out a bunch already of the paper from the, what's it called again? Playful Penguins, I do believe. Yeah, oh, Penguin Playmates, excuse me. Penguin Playmates. So each side has a design on it, and then the other side is some, lines or snowflakes or trees or something like that. So I thought I would mix some of the parts here with images versus some parts on the back that are just a geometric design. So let's see what I want to go on the front. I don't want to make it the same as this one, but take a look at this one again so you get the idea. And I'll be cutting this out. So I have a stripe here, and I have the little snowflakes here, and this is the Fresh Freesia. And then on this one, I chose to use the same paper top and bottom because I cut it so that it would match. So up and over. So the hardest part is picking out what your paper you want. So on this one, if you have any thoughts, let me know. I think I'm going to put this blue, and this is, I'll get you the colors here. We have some basic black, balmy blue, calypso coral, fresh freesia, just jade. This is the misty moonlight, and then we have some soft seafoam. So I think I'll put the misty moonlight there. And I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive just on the edges because that center part is going to get cut out. And this is one of those designs that you need to pay attention to the direction of your images. Because on a couple of them I made the cuts going the wrong direction. So in that case, this would not be able to go on this card with this design. Now, I don't know, and I didn't see anything where this card could go like this, and I'm sure that it could. I just did not get an opportunity to play with it going in the portrait direction. So maybe I will do that and get that posted on my blog or on Facebook. So for now, we're going to be doing the landscape design. So back here, I've got some adhesive here. And another thing too, the little penguins and the bear and the fox are so easy to sit and cut out and fussy cut. So I'm going to be using some fussy cut images from the paper more than the stamped images. So we've got that there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and this is from the contours. Let's see, I think that's in the middle here. And let's add a piece of sticky note. If you hear any noises in the background, I still have guests here from Florida, and they are planning to go back on Thursday. So we will miss them. I will miss them. So I'm going to turn around and run this through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I will be back on screen in just a second. There we go. I've actually been doing some things down in my basement that my brother-in-law is helping me install, redesign, or whatever. And so things are kind of more messy than usual down here. So there's that part, and that still gives us this part as well as this part. And I believe I said that was from the Scalloped Contours dies. So now we've got this. Yes, LJ, they will be. Thank you. So that part is taken care of. Now, what do I want to see come through this? Let's move that out of there. So now, keep in mind, that's the part that comes up from the bottom. So that's here. And let's see what we've got going. Maybe those little polka dots look cute with the stripe. Or do we want some little penguins on there to look with the stripe? that will have something going over it anyway. So if you want to weigh in with any thoughts. Okay, I think I'm going to use these little guys in the background of this. So let me glue that down, get my cut and emboss panels out of the way here. I don't know about you, but I'm sure enjoying the beginning of fall, and now we're back to summer again. We've had 80-degree weather here the last couple days, and then I think it is going to head back into the 70s, but that's okay. This late in September, we've been so blessed with, didn't get that down straight, with some good weather. We did have some nasty rain last week, but we needed it. And just as long as the snow stays away. Okay, so there we go. That's what that part's going to look like. And then I'm going to glue this in there by putting that right there. I'm not going to put dimensionals on it. That was one of the things that Patty Bennett said. Don't put dimensionals on this piece here because it's going to get caught. So I'm going to just add adhesive to this. And slip that right back into the part where it came out. There we go. So there's that. And then I will have to figure out what I'm going to put on there. As I said, I fussy cut quite a few things that will go on there. Okay, now let's open this up. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Let's see what other pieces of paper we have here. Okay, that one will not work. Here's one with the smaller images. That's pretty cute. And that has the polka dots on it. This one has the fresh freesia. But I don't think I want that so much so plain. Or make one of them plain, one of them this way. Yes, LJ, Ohio Mart is a little bit later this year. It's always the first full weekend of October. So that's why it couldn't start this week when the weather is going to be really nice. But I looked through and it is supposed to be nice for next week because I will be there every single day. Okay, I don't know. What are we thinking here? Nobody has any thoughts on this? Let's go with, there's fresh freesia here in the bear's scarf. So I think I'm going to put this down here because this is pretty much where a sentiment might go. To write a sentiment, I mean. And then this part up here is going to have the cutout that I just cut out. So that's what I'm going to do there. So we've got, that's going to go there. This one's going to go here. And this one's there to get decorated. All right. So there's the deal. Let's get this going. All right. Let's stick that there. And then I have cut out already some of the larger contour dies that I'll put there. And then this one's going to go up here. That has the cute little dots too. That's very cute. That's funny, Nancy. I have a chicken that needs to be deboned as well. We got a rotisserie chicken for dinner on, was it Saturday or Sunday? And so that's going to be part of tonight's leftovers. Okay, so I'm going to put that smaller one there, or the larger one there. This one up here. And now let's take a look at all these little bitty pieces parts that I've got that I cut out. These are so cute. We've got a little penguin. We've got a large one that I punched out. We've got a fox. We could put the fox down here. Let me move that off of there so you can see. There we go. This can go down here. I've also got a bear. That can come up here. He's a little bit too big. What's this? Another bear. He's, okay, could put a fox up here. There are so many choices. And we could put a bear down here. Okay, we need to do a little bit of stamping. So let me see what we've got here. We've got, it's, where's this one? I like you a lottle. Very clever. And it says, it's like a little except a lot. So I like you a lot. To the coolest friend ever, be cool, be chill, be merry, and lots of thanks. And this makes a good birthday card, which I will show you. I did do a birthday card sample. So it does not necessarily have to be Christmas, but it is pretty wintry with the season's greetings and happy birthday. Okay, the bear on the fresh freesia. Yeah, I like him there too. And the large one has the green. So I like the green with the freesia. So this one stays blank. So you could write a message down there. And then up here, that's the one that's going to, hold on here. We'll have something here too. So I'm dealing with the center parts right now. So let's put this down. And you don't want to make it too thick with your dimensionals for going through the mail, I suppose. So let's put this guy here with my pieces parts of dimensionals that are kind of left over and I tear off of here. I use every single part of the backs, or the edges, I mean. All right. Nobody ever looks at the back, so it doesn't make any difference what it looks like back there. We just know it looks good on top. All right. So there's that. All right, let's go back to, I'll come back to this in a minute because that's where I want to stamp something to put inside. So let's go back here and see what I want to put here. I love, he's a little bit, oh, I love him. He's a little bit too small though. Let's see what we've got. Here's a couple penguins in my little pieces parts. Now this penguin matches the punch. And it goes in just like that on that side and matches it. Let me give you a little tip if this is something that you didn't know or perhaps forgot. Take a piece of a Post-it note and add it to the edge or the bottom of your part that you can't get all the way into the punch so that this becomes a handle, and then slide that in and you can control exactly where that's going to go. So you've got that right in there to punch that out from the designer paper. So there is that, and then I didn't cut any of this off, so I still have that little handle to use for something else. Here's another one. I might as well cut it out while I've got it handy. So just attach that to the edge of your paper. It's a little bit too small. And punch him out. And I can still use that over again. So we've got two little penguins here. Let's do a penguin. And let's see, he doesn't have a hat. I don't think I have a hat here anywhere. But I do have a scarf I can put on him. And there's a little hat. So he's got a hat. And this was, I stamped that on some of the designer paper and fussy cut it out. So let's put him on there with a dimensional. This is why you probably don't want to make a whole bunch of these cards, because there is a little bit of thought to what you want to do where. Okay, so I'm going to add mini dimensionals to the back of him. And pop him on there. And also put a mini, I believe it'll fit on the back of his scarf. And again, I cut this out, I fussy cut this out by stamping it with Just Jade on the designer paper, one of the back sides of the designer paper. So we'll give him a little scarf. And also a hat. I think I should be using my Take a Pick tool because these little pieces parts are hard to pick up. There we go. Looks like it's a little bit too small for his head, but it's cute. So there we've got that. And okay, so that part is done. Let's open this up. I will add a sentiment here. Let's see what we want to put here. I think I'll put a fox there. Remember we had that punch called Foxy Friends? That was so cute, and that was a good fox builder punch, as I remember. Okay, so I don't really need to know where that goes. This can go anywhere. It's just the one that folds up. And let's see, let's put some dimensionals on the back of the fox. And okay, I guess I can't talk while I take dimensional backs off. Okay, I love the sleeping fox. He's so cute. We watched a movie last night, if you've not seen it before. It was actually on Disney Plus called We Bought a Zoo with Matt Damon. If you've not seen that before, it's very cute. It's a good, heartwarming movie. So let's now get out let's see here. Let's do lots of thanks on this one and make this into a thank you card. And I think I'll use just jade ink. And stamp that on one of the scraps that I've got here. I tend to reach for the black all the time, but sometimes it's good to have the sentiment in a color. So let's snip that off. And I'm going to cut the pieces apart because I think that adds a lot of interest to the card when you can snip those words apart. There we go. Now if I don't lose all those little letters or those words. All right, and let's grab some liquid glue here. I don't think I'd be too happy to have a fox in the neighborhood, LJ. Doesn't sound like fun. I know a lot of my friends have coyotes. Okay, so we've got, I think something went missing here already. There's thanks, and did I lose my lots of? I might have to stamp that over again, or it's stuck on something other than myself. Okay, just gonna do it again. I typically don't watch a lot of movies at night. I'm down here doing stuff, but with company here, that's what we've been doing after dinner. They like to watch a movie, and so that's what we've been doing. I know as soon as I cut this out, I'll find that other one. All right, so I won't lose it this time. Let's get the glue back here. as I get glue on my other stuff. Okay, lots of thanks. So there we go. We've got lots of thanks. This would be the place where you could write your thank you sentiment. This folds up here. This folds here. And this also needs to have a sentiment on it. So what's left in this? This could become a Christmas thank you card. So I'm just going to use the Season's Greetings. Yes, let's do Season's Greetings. Might not be the best choice, but I think it will work with this. And I'll use this Just Jade there. So we've got a Season's Greetings thank you card. Don't know if that's the best choice, but that's what we've got going today. And let's see what else I can put on the front there. There are little trees that can be cut out. I think I've got a tree here somewhere. Here's a little tree. So I'm going to add a tree there. And we'll use mini dimensional for that. So is everybody ready to start making Christmas cards? I don't know if I'm ready for that quite yet, but I'm getting there. There's still a lot of time left. Okay, so there's a little tree. So we've got Season's Greetings. Up there's the lots. There it was. I knew I'd find it. Now we've got some extra glue that I don't need. So it just kind of flew up there, and my fingers are all sticky. And I might need to find my adhesive eraser. We don't sell this anymore, and I wish we did, because how many of us get adhesive on our cards where we don't want it to go and it needs to come off? And I know that these can be purchased in an office supply store, and I think I've just messed that up totally. So I might need to rethink that and put something else up there. So we'll forget that you see that part. So there's that. Open this up. You can write, and you can thank somebody for the Christmas gift. So there we go. Here is the envelope that I did with the first one. So you want to always have an envelope. And then this was the original first card. And then this is a birthday card that I made for a winter birthday. And all of these have just been fussy cut from the designer paper. And the happy birthday is stamped in the balloon. We used to have a balloon punch too, but this has all been fussy cut. The balloon is in the stamp set. So there we go with that one. Here we go with today's sticky card. And this is the original one. So that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you again next Monday when it will be October. Bye-bye.